And it certainly isn't going away. In fact, there is more to report tonight. Just last night, another victim sucker punched on a New York City street. We're going to keep showing you examples of these attacks so you know what to look out for. There have been a string of knockouts in largely Jewish Brooklyn neighborhoods, but the violent and even sometimes deadly assaults are also happening all over the country. On the Record has been investigating knockout attacks in several states. Right now, New York State Assemblyman Dov Hikind joins us. Good evening, sir.
It's good to be with you.
It's nice to have you. And I guess last night there was still another attack?
Yeah, 26-year-old Hasidic Jew in Williamsburg was viciously attacked. All of these attacks are creating a tremendous amount of fear. People are afraid to walk the streets. I was walking with my wife in Brooklyn down Ocean Parkway, very famous street. I find myself looking in back, looking in front, and people are reacting in such a fashion. These attacks, which are senseless, doesn't make any sense. You physically go over to somebody and you assault them, and you get some kind of pleasure, some kind of excitement. You sort of score points, I assume, someplace. It's insanity. And, three of the people in New York are women of 78, 76, and 72. It takes a lot of courage to walk over to a 78-year-old woman, raise your fist, and hit her in the head. And this is the kind of stuff that is going on. It's very, very serious, creating a lot of fear. And there are some people. Sorry, Greta.
Is it giving it the attention from law enforcement? Would you like, in fact, should President Obama speak out on this? Would that put the spotlight on it?
I raised that issue a week ago, that the President of the United States, the Attorney General, should address this phenomena, this very sick phenomena that is going on. Young people involved in assaulting grandmothers, young people of 12 years old and in between. Of course the President should speak out and say something. He does whatever he desires to do, even in individual cases. So of course we need the President, the Attorney General, to highlight this. I was on a panel earlier today on a show where some people said, young people acting, they're bored. Can you imagine? People are bored, and therefore they go over to a 76-year-old woman and punch them in the face. And these attacks have resulted in people dying. That's what the point is. Thank God, in many of the cases, people were only hurt. But you know something, Greta? The psychological effect on people. The 78-year-old woman who happens to be a neighbor, and I got her to go to the police, she's afraid to walk the streets. She was never afraid. Now she's afraid.
This has been going on across the country, but I'm curious. Is it targeting Jewish citizens in New York? Do you feel that there's a specific target? Is anything said as the attackers attack? I take it there's no robbery involved, but is anything to suggest that this is a specific target?
In almost all the cases, nothing is said, nothing is taken. It so happens that literally almost every single victim in New York has been Jewish, and almost every single perpetrator has been black. It's not my job to say, is it racial or not? At this point, it hardly matters. The point is, this is a phenomenon that is so sick, it's so beyond the pale, this kind of behavior, attacking innocent people. And Greta, the way this happens is, it isn't someone coming over to you and asking you for your wallet or asking for something from you. It takes a second, one moment, someone just comes over, belts you in the head, and disappears. It is very, very dangerous, and the authorities from a national level down to the local level need to do everything in the world and not talk about we need more money for a community, for the youths of our community, we need more education. I agree with all that, but the most important thing we need is to put these people behind bars. That is the most effective thing to do.